As the soft whisper of time steadily weaves through the tapestry of our existence, we often pause to ponder, are we truly taking advantage of the invaluable moments granted to us? Welcome, seekers of wisdom, to an exploration of self-discovery and discipline. Today we immerse ourselves in the deep wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary Ronin, to uncover the keys to a life well lived, a life devoid of needless distractions. Get ready to challenge your mindset, reshape your concept of time, and finally put an end to wasting your life. Prepare for an inward journey as we follow the beacon of Musashi's teachings, a light that guides us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Let us start by getting to know the man behind the wisdom, Miyamoto Musashi. Born in 1584, Musashi was a famous Japanese swordsman, artist, philosopher, and Ronin, a masterless samurai. His life was consumed by the pursuit of excellence in combat and swordsmanship, yet his teachings extended far beyond mere physical confrontations. He penned the Book of Five Rings, a work on kenjutsu, martial arts, and philosophy, which continues to be revered and studied today for its brilliant insights. Central to Musashi's philosophy is an unyielding dedication to the present moment, recognizing that every second is a priceless gem. Musashi once said, "There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Seek nothing outside of yourself." This profound revelation serves as our initial step in stopping the waste of our lives. The secret is in understanding that the ability to transform, evolve, and achieve success resides within us. When we chase fulfillment in external factors, we often lose our way, wasting valuable time on temporary distractions. Musashi challenges us to turn inward, to harness our innate potential, and discover the power to alter our reality from within. As we continue on this path of self-exploration, always remember that the answers you're seeking aren't outside, they're buried deep within you. Now, let's move on to the next piece of wisdom Musashi has to share. The second tenet in Musashi's philosophy states, "Do not seek to follow in the footsteps of the wise, seek what they sought." At first, this might appear counterintuitive, especially in a world where we're constantly urged to mimic the paths of successful individuals. However, Musashi isn't advising against learning from others. Instead, he encourages us to understand the core essence of their pursuit, the principles that directed their journey, rather than simply replicating their actions. This idea becomes particularly relevant when we find ourselves mindlessly adhering to societal norms or chasing popular trends, ultimately squandering our lives in pursuit of superficial success. Musashi's message is clear: question, explore, and grasp the why behind actions instead of just imitating the what. By adopting this mindset, we can foster personal growth, allowing us to forge our path rather than merely treading in the tracks left by others. For Musashi, life wasn't a competition to keep pace with others, but a continuous quest for self-betterment and deeper self-awareness. The heart of this teaching lies in authenticity. Live your life guided by your unique aspirations and shaped by your wisdom, rather than simply living someone else's script. As we transition to the next principle, let's take a moment to contemplate the importance of purpose and originality in our own journeys. Our next quote is, "Get beyond love and grief. Exist for the good of man." This is a deep concept that touches the very essence of the human experience. Musashi challenges us to rise above the powerful emotional forces that can often cloud our judgment and prevent us from reaching our true potential. Love and grief, while deeply impactful, can sometimes take control of our lives, leading to choices made on emotional impulse rather than rational thought. This principle isn't about abandoning these emotions, but learning not to be ruled by them. It's about recognizing these feelings while ensuring they don't steer the course of our lives. Musashi suggests that, in the bigger picture, we should live not just for ourselves, but for the benefit of all humanity. Our limited time shouldn't be wasted on fleeting emotions, but should be devoted to creating a meaningful impact. As we journey further into Musashi's teachings, it's important to remember that feeling emotions is an intrinsic part of being human. However, the key is to not allow these emotions to hinder our growth or our ability to serve the greater good. Now let's move on to the next principle and continue uncovering the secrets to avoiding a wasted life. The fourth principle from Musashi that we'll delve into is, do not seek pleasure for its own sake. In an age dominated by instant gratification, this wisdom is more relevant than ever. Pleasure in itself isn't inherently detrimental. However, it becomes problematic when we pursue it aimlessly, losing focus on what truly matters. Musashi, both a warrior and a philosopher, recognized the dangers of hedonism. He observed how the unrelenting chase after pleasure could result in a shallow existence filled with transient joys but lacking in meaningful substance. Instead, he recommended a balanced approach to life, where pleasure is enjoyed but not made the sole objective. In our modern context, this principle advises against excessive indulgence in material wealth, entertainment, or unhealthy habits. Leading a disciplined life and striving for balance helps us avoid the pitfall of preferring short-lived pleasure over enduring fulfillment. As we continue this introspective journey, let's strive to pursue pleasure in a manner that supports our overarching life goals and values, rather than merely chasing it for its own sake. With each layer of Musashi's wisdom that we uncover, we're getting closer to discovering how to truly make the most of our lives. Let's now move forward to the next lesson. The fifth piece of wisdom from Miyamoto Musashi is, do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. At first glance, this might seem somewhat abstract, but the core of this lesson revolves around fully understanding and trusting our intuition. Musashi, with his extensive experience as a warrior, recognized the crucial role of decisiveness. In both battle and life, hesitation can lead to missed chances, regret, and even disaster. Partial feelings or half-hearted commitments often arise from self-doubt or fear of the unknown. These feelings can make us indecisive, causing us to hesitate when decisive action is needed. To apply this principle to our modern lives, reflect on decisions you've made based on incomplete feelings. Perhaps you accepted a job because it seemed adequate, even though it wasn't truly what you desired. Or maybe you've refrained from sharing your feelings with someone due to uncertainty about their reaction. The key takeaway here is to avoid letting partial feelings steer the course of our lives. Instead, we should aim to deeply understand our emotions, desires, and intuition, and use this insight to make decisive and confident choices. Remember, actions that are only partially committed often yield results that are equally incomplete. As we continue to explore Musashi's wisdom, let's focus on integrating this principle into our own lives. Next, we turn to another profound teaching from this legendary samurai. Our final insight from Musashi offers this powerful advice: in all things, have no preferences. This concept encourages us to approach life with openness, adaptability, and a sense of equanimity. Musashi, who encountered countless life or death situations, understood the peril of becoming attached to a single outcome or technique. He recognized that his survival and success hinged on his ability to remain flexible and open-minded. However, this principle is not about promoting indifference or passivity. Rather, it's about liberating ourselves from the constraints of personal biases and preferences. It's about seeing life through a broad perspective, ready to embrace and adjust to any circumstance. Reflect on how many opportunities we've overlooked simply because they didn't fit our pre-existing expectations or notions. How frequently have we resisted change, clinging to our comfort zones? By adopting a stance of having no preferences, we can fully engage with life as it presents itself, making the most of every situation, whether favorable or challenging. As we wrap up this exploration of Musashi's teachings, remember that stopping the waste of our lives is not a task achieved overnight. It demands ongoing reflection, deliberate choices, and constant practice. We must embrace life with passion, sincerity, decisiveness, and openness, continually learning and evolving. In closing, I hope these insights from Miyamoto Musashi will inspire you on your path toward a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and wisdom. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and philosophy. Stay tuned for more great videos about ancient wisdom in the future.